Welcome. In this video, we will discuss about the money bills. Now, this is something which is important from your polity syllabus. So, in your polity, a very important chapter is on parliament. So, this is something I will really suggest that go ahead and read your Lakshmikant chapter on parliament. Read through all the kinds of bills. So, in this video, we will focus on money bill and also the finance bill. But what I will really advise you guys that you go ahead and see what is the procedure for the constitutional amendment acts or constitutional amendment bills, as well as what is the procedure for the ordinary bills. So this is something you need to do in your like at your home in your own leisure time. In this particular video, we will discuss about the money bill. So what is the controversy is, so we recently in the previous videos that I have already uploaded on the YouTube, you would have seen about the privatization of bank. So what the opposition is now saying that the privatization of bank should not go as a money bill because the Rajya Sabha would not get a chance to deliberate on it. So in that regard, from the polity perspective, what we have to understand is what is exactly money bills and how the procedure of passing a money bill is different from the ordinary bill or even the finance bill. So let's start. So the Rajya Sabha has limited powers to legislate on the money bill. Now this is something you should remember, that the Rajya Sabha is not having as power as compared to the Lok Sabha with case to the money bill, and that is why the opposition is saying that it should not be a part of money bill because otherwise Rajya Sabha will not have much power. The Lok Sabha is free to accept or reject amendments made by the Rajya Sabha on a money bill. So this is the thing. So Lok Sabha is actually has been given a free hand. Now it is up to them whether they want to accept or reject. So that is entirely up to Lok Sabha. So what happens if a bill is considered as a money bill? It is like passed in the Lok Sabha, it will go to Rajya Sabha then. Now Rajya Sabha within the period of 14 days has to send it back to the Lok Sabha either with amendments or without amendments. And then again, when it reached to Lok Sabha, now it is entirely up to Lok Sabha to accept the amendments made, or it could pass the money bill as it is. So this is why we see that the money bill, in the cases of money bill, Rajya Sabha does not have much power. Where the money bill is defined in the constitution, so the article which deals with the money bill is article 110. So remember, this is article 110 which talks about the money bill as a draft law that contains only provisions that deal with any matter listed therein. So under article 110 there are certain topics which are like placed over there or listed over there. The topics or the matters which are listed over there are the only one for which the money bill needs to be discussed in the Lok Sabha. Apart from that, all the other will be either finance bill or something else. Article 110 further clarifies that in cases where a dispute arises whether a bill is a money bill or not, Lok Sabha Speaker's decision on the issue shall be considered final. Now this is something. Who has the final authority to decide whether the money bill is a money bill? It is the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Now, if you actually look at it from the politics perspective, generally the Speaker of the Lok Sabha is from the ruling party. Now, ruling party which already have the majority in the Lok Sabha, they could definitely push ahead and say that these are the money bills. So this is something which is a controversy going on. There are various articles, the Hindu, Indian Express, they have been talking about it. But let's, for the UPSC perspective, that is not important. What we have to really look into is the role of a speaker in case of deciding the money bill, whether there has been any judgments from the Supreme Court, what the Supreme Court has decided about it, and in general what is the subject matter of the money bill. So these are the things that you should focus on. Let's move ahead and try to understand what is the difference between the finance bill and the money bill now. So as per article 110 of the constitution, finance bill is a money bill. So this is again something that the finance bill is also a kind of a money bill only. So finance bill is part of union budget, stipulating all legal amendments required for the changes in taxation proposed by the finance minister. So basically you must have heard, like if you have heard the budget speech, you would have known that there are various changes which are included in the income tax slab, for an example. So for changing those, you need to amend lot of acts, Income Tax Act, Stamps Act for an example. So in order to not go through the trouble of amending each and law by itself, finance bill is proposed as part of the union budget, which will supersede all the amendments and they will be inserted in there. In case of Finance Bill, Article 117 of the Constitution categorically lays down that a bill pertaining to subclause A to F of clause 1 shall not be introduced or moved except with the President recommendation. So go back to your Lakshmikant and check. So in the finance bill, there are also type A, type B sector. In that, just say that a type of finance bill cannot be introduced in the parliament without the prior recommendation from the president. So this is again something which is an important point for you to remember. They cannot be tabled before the like if they do not have the recommendation from the president. Also, a bill that makes such provision shall not be introduced in the Rajya Sabha, which again means that type A of finance bill can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha and not the Rajya Sabha. So these are the certain things. Lakshmikant, they have very neatly, very nicely have explained it. Go ahead and read it. The idea is more along the line that finance bill and money bills are different. They should not be confused with. Now let's just quickly also see what are the category or criteria for being a money bill. So we were discussing that there are certain criteria under which a bill could be considered as a money bill. So what are they? So money bills are those bills which contain only provisions dealing with or all of the matter specified in Article 110 subclauses. So this is again only these provisions would be considered as part of the money bill. What are those? Imposition, abolition, remission, alteration, regulation of any tax. So if you're talking about changes, imposing new taxes, abolishing the previous one, remitting taxes, alteration, any kind of modification you're talking about in the tax regime, it could be a money bill. Regulation of borrowing of money or giving of any guarantee by government, like when the government is giving loan to the states or some other country, the regulation norms, if they want to change it, it will be introduced as a money bill. Then custody of the consolidated fund or the contingency fund of India, the payments of money into or withdrawal of monies from any such fund. So again, consolidated fund of India is the one from which the money is given to the various ministries for carrying out their work. Contingency fund is the emergency fund which is under the name of president. So for taking any money, for withdrawing any money out of it, again the bill which will be introduced is a type of a money bill. Appropriations of money out of consolidated fund of India, we just discussed. Declaring of any expense to be expenditure charged on the consolidated fund of India or increasing the amount of any such expenditure. So what are the expenditure charged on consolidated fund of India? These are the salaries. For an example, salaries of the judges. They come from they are charged on the consolidated fund of India, which means the parliament has no right to vote on it or discuss about it. So if there is any change, if they are increasing the salaries for the judges for an example, it is again a part of a money bill. And then finally the receipt of money on account of consolidated fund of India or public account of India, or the custody or issue of such money, or the audit of accounts of the union or of the state. So anything related with the public account of India, consolidated fund of India, any money which it is receiving, any audit which needs to be done, any bill associated with it will also be a money bill. So these are the things. So if you look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are the 6 criterias. If they are there, if any bill which is associated with these criteria, that would be considered as a money bill as per the definition given in Article 110. So a bill which has any provision other than the money provision as mentioned in subclauses is not a money bill. So that we just discussed that anything else is not a money bill. Constitution gives the power to the Lok Sabha Speaker to take a final call if a question arises whether a money bill is a money bill or not. We have already discussed it is the Speaker of Lok Sabha who has the final say. Speaker's decision and final and cannot be challenged in any court of law. Now this is again something you should remember, that you cannot, like, it's not like the speaker said this is a money bill and then you go to Supreme Court and say that okay, this decision is not final and you have to look into it. So the decision is final. RS has limited power with respect to money bill. We just saw that whatever suggestion it gives, again it depends on Lok Sabha whether it want to accept it or not. Lok Sabha has supreme power in terms of money bill. So that is again something we have already discussed. So I hope you have understood this video. This is important. I will really suggest you go back to your Lakshmikant, look into the types of bills which are mentioned over there, look into the finance bill, again type of finance bill which is mentioned over there apart from the money bill. So these are the things which are important from the static part, as well as keep a tap on the new things also, which bills in recent history has been passed as money bill and which have gone to the court for the judgment or for the clarification. So these are the things you should be more considerate towards. So I hope you have understood this video. If you have any doubt, feel free to drop a comment. Thank you.